Hey friends, how's it going? Just checking in with a little life update. I have become a mentor for Backup, or we did some mentor training this weekend and it was amazing. It was so much fun. I wanted to share it with you guys. Backup is a trust in the UK who help people with spinal cord injuries. Just what a wonderful opportunity to give back to the community that's given me so much as well. There are a few things I really wanted to share with you guys. Number one, it reminded me of how far I've come. Some of the role plays that we did were like, I don't really want to go out in my wheelchair. I don't like being seen in the wheelchair. And I remember thinking, shit, yeah, like I was the same for so long. I hated being seen in my wheelchair. Like I really didn't like it. And now never even occurs to me. Never. Like people stare as much as they did before, just don't even notice it. We were role playing and we had like the mentor and the mentee, and then we had an observer, and then we had a supervisor, which was one of the staff members. And then we just took turns, and it was, so when I was the mentee, I was just like, I'm just really struggling, I just feel sad, man. I just feel like, I just don't really want to live anymore. Like I feel like bad for my girlfriend. Like I just feel like such a burden. I don't even know why she's staying with me anymore. Sometimes I feel like I can deal with just not being able to walk, but the spasms, man, like the spasms, my legs just won't stop moving. I feel like I'm being completely tortured, just feel like, sometimes the best thing I could do is just the way, the only way I can stop my legs moving is just to stop everything, and then I would snap out of it and be like, oh, how was that? And the other guy was like, Jesus Christ, you almost had me in tears, man. Like, your Oscar's in the post. And I was like, wow, it was really interesting how I could like recall my past trauma in like this almost performative way and not really be affected by it, but also be reminded of it. And realize I did feel that way. Like for a long time, like my spasms weren't under control. I did feel like I was being tortured. I definitely felt like a burden. And I thought the easiest way out was ending my own life, for sure, 100%. I considered it for a long, long time. And then I came out the other side of that. I documented it on the YouTube channel. But, through therapy, psychedelics, just generally just personal growth and acceptance and time, the passage of time, and mentoring as well, like help from YouTube channels, help from Richard from Wheels to Walking, loads of valuable resources and acceptance. It did take time. And one of the things I really learned was it was not to be too positive, which I hadn't even considered. And sometimes I feel I'm guilty of being too positive on my YouTube channel for maybe people with spinal cord injuries. Maybe it's a little bit unrelatable if you're very first injured, but that's just the way I am. I am like quite positive guy. But back in the day, oh man, it was really, really hard. And I think it's like sometimes unrelatable if you're just like, hey, don't worry, man, it's going to get better. It'll be fine. Just give it time. That's unrealistic. We learned skills like active listening, which was really good. The power of silence. Very good. We had to practice doing it with the cameras off. So we like to simulate a phone call. And when you're the mentor, the silence feels excruciating. You're like, I should be saying something. Is the other person like, hello, are you still there? But it wasn't. And as it was really weird when the roles were reversed and you were the mentee, the silence was beautiful. It just gave you space to fill your thoughts uninterrupted. Brilliant, beautiful, really, really good. We practiced like problem solving and like, identify the problem, what are the possible solutions, etc. And I was like, this is incredible. I could use this on my own life. Turn it on myself. This is brilliant. It was so good. There was lots of role playing and there was lots of beautiful examples from the wonderful supervisors that took the course. They were fantastic. They did a beautiful role play and I was just like, how interesting. How good was that? It was also really good to establish the mentor-mentee relationship and like establish that it's not a friendship, which I hadn't even considered before, but like establishing that, look, we've got a set amount of sessions, what sort of goals do you want to aim for? What sort of things do you want to accomplish in this period of time? Which I think given that structure gives people, I don't know, putting a time constraint on it is really valuable. Being like, okay, cool, I've got up to 10 sessions with this person. Like having seen, what mentoring through a structure looks like, it's just so valuable, so valuable. I never really had it. I mean, I didn't have it in that way when I think I really needed it, but I think I can definitely spread the love and help people. And I've made some really valuable connections through the group, and yeah, it was just bloody great. And I just wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share the experience and the fact that, it's a proud achievement of mine. I've achieved something that I'm very proud of, and learned a lot of skills. And I think, I can continue to be a force for good in the world and spread the love. And I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for listening. I hope you liked the video. As always, love yourselves and each other. Peace. Yo!